I've had PCCM Plus installed on my Porsche for over a year now, and here's my review. I'm going to go over the good, the bad, why I bought, and whether I would still recommend a year on. Now, if you're not aware, PCCM Plus is an official head unit from Porsche with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's available for the 996, 997, 986, 987, 955 and 957 models of Porsche, but the 997 and 987 is only available for pre-facelift models. So what are the good points? The first one you'll notice straight away is it looks great. If you like OEM and you don't like clutter, mainly because you don't need any phone mounts with a unit like this, it's the unit to go for. The colours are spot on, the buttons are great, the build quality is amazing. Overall, 10 out of 10 on that front. Now, the second great point about this unit is the ease of install. It's literally plug and play. I've come from a CDR24 unit, but you may also be coming from a PCM unit, and it's simple. You take the old unit out, swap the plugs over, install a microphone on top of the steering column, and update the antennas, which are hidden in these columns here. If you've got a CDR unit, there's only one. If you're coming from the PCM, you've got one on either side. Update them to DAB+, and that's it. It's fully functional. It works with steering wheel controls if you've got them, but it's as simple as that. And finally, the last but arguably most important benefit is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If I plug that in, it'll pick the phone up and boots up straight away. Now, I don't need to go into the benefit of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you know what it is. But this has got to be the main reason why most people upgrade, and it works spot on. You have all your maps you need, your music, your phones, everything. This, for me, was the main reason of buying, and it works great. Which leads us on to the bad points. As I just touched on, it is wired only for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There is Bluetooth, and you don't have to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if that's something you don't think you'll use, you'll not have this issue. But it just seems a shame for such a nice unit to have the cable sticking out the front when they could have easily gone for wireless or wired into the back. That is something to consider, but small price to pay, I would say. However, the main bad point, which is going to put a lot of people off, is the price. The price at the moment, you can pick it up for around £1,300. And that's the price I paid. I got it from JCT 600. Retail, it does retail at 1,600. So if you shop around, you should be able to save yourself £300. But it is not a cheap unit by any measure. So that's got to be something to consider. The second bad point about this unit is the audio quality when it comes to Apple CarPlay doesn't seem perfect. Now, I know other people from forums I've read have had similar issues, but when you're using Apple CarPlay, the music just seemed quieter and not quite as good quality, and the equalizer and lack of tuning with the equalizer you can do seems to change from song to song. So you'll have a song on, it'll sound good, you'll turn it up to, let's say, volume 15, then the next song comes on, it's really quiet, and it sounds too bassy. So between every song you seem to be thinking, right, I need to adjust the bass, adjust the treble, and honestly, it can be a pain until the point where you eventually just turn the bass down, turn the treble down, and just put up with whatever comes on. So that's definitely something. I have looked into it, tried to find this out, but it only seems to affect the Apple CarPlay. When you listen to the tuner through the DAB+, it doesn't seem to have this issue. But if audio quality is something that is really going to bother you, especially if you're coming from a Bose unit, because these units sound great with the standard head unit, it is something to consider that the audio just doesn't seem balanced correctly, and it doesn't seem to come out perfect. Maybe that's me, maybe that's a fault, or maybe it's my ears. If I'm being super picky, you're also going to notice that the quality when you're actually on Apple CarPlay isn't quite as good as the OEM quality, and that's actual screen pixels. And the reason for this is due to the scaling of Apple CarPlay. So the size of this screen, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to tell, but if you look at the fine details, the pixels are ever so slightly blurred due to scaling when compared to the standard menus. Leading on to the final bad point with these units, this one, it may just be me being very picky, but after having this unit installed, when it's switched on, you can hear ever so slight static noise coming through the speakers. And to start with, it is a bit bothersome, but over time you do forget it's there. I've had this unit for over a year now and it doesn't bother me anymore. But I'll put the microphone up to the speakers now and let you have a listen, see if you can hear. So you'll have to be the judge as whether that's something that bothers you. Like I say, it got me straight away, but over time I just ignore it. You don't notice when the car's running, you cannot hear it at all. But if you're sat, you've gone out for a drive and you're going to sit and look at the views, it may be something. Of course, if you switch the head unit off, it stops. Take the key out of the ignition, it stops when the electricity cuts off. But it is there. It's another thing to consider. Again, the price of the unit, you shouldn't be having these little issues, really. So why did I buy one of these units? Now, other than the good points I mentioned, such as the looks and being clutter-free without needing phone mounts, the main reason for me was this little boy here, Waze. To me, that you can't put a price on having Waze built into the car. Mainly with something like a Porsche, let's say you might drive it exactly to the speed limit. So using something like Waze will tell you where the speed cameras are for educational purposes, of course. And to have that built in to the driving experience was exactly why I chose to go for this unit. Do I recommend PCCM Plus after a year of ownership? Now, of course, you need to make your own decision if it's for you based on the pros and cons I've outlined. But for me, it is still worth it. Despite the big price, I can't go without Waze. Of course, you can have a phone mount with your phone, but to have the clean look, to not have my phone and just tuck it out the way and focus on the driving experience with the sat nav, it's a yes from me. It is a great unit. It's pricey, but it's Porsche. Everything's expensive with Porsche. So if this review has been helpful, please drop a like and a subscribe. If you have any comments or any questions, please drop them down below. I do get back to all the comments. So any questions, if I've missed anything out, just fire away and I will get back to you. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.